Checking Twitch, checking YouTube. I think we are good to go. We are. Holy moly, it worked. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another RSG lunch stream. I'm Ranger J 1999, your host, a part of the RSG crew. I'm pimping my RSG shirt that we got from our wonderful fans that I repped at Disney World. What up, Disney World? You weren't ready for this shirt, and people loved it, so I will wear it once in a while. I love it. It's very comfortable. It's very, silky and smooth. It just feels wonderful on the skin. But welcome to our lunch stream. Happy Monday to you, even though there's no such thing as a happy Monday, unless you make it that way. This is our lunch stream. This is where we hang out with you guys, where we're going to do a roster review. We're going to do QA. Just whatever floats our boat. We're going to be with you guys for a while just to bring you something fun to listen to during your workday, wherever you may be. Glad to have you guys all aboard. If you knock out some mechanisms before I introduce everybody, we are live on Twitch and YouTube. We are monitoring both. If you have questions in either one of those, then all you need to do is put question in front of your statement, put that in the chat. We'll scoop it up, and then we'll get to all your questions at the end of the stream. I got my boy Grim the Mechanic. Grim the Mechanic. He who is Grim the Mechanic. He is not.
Helps if I unmuted myself.
Yes, there he is. Okay, thanks, Grim. Thanks for participating.
How's it going? And today is a happy Monday. You know why? Because Finn isn't here.
I know, he's gone all week. It's a beautiful thing. My plan finally worked. I was able to get rid of him for a whole week. No, he's just really busy with stuff. A lot of people it's a lot going on. Finn's super busy. It's all right. But Grim's watching Twitch and interacting there. I'm watching the YouTube and I'm watching both actually. And help me, guys, if you really want your question to get read, you got to make sure you put question in front of your statement because we use Nightbot. I'm scooping it up, and I just need your help with that. So there we go. Also, if you could subscribe. Follow us on Twitch. Give us a thumbs up on the videos. Support us that way. That really does help make a difference. If you haven't become a Patreon sponsor, we love our Patreon sponsors. We got all kinds of cool stuff for Patreon sponsors. We're getting ready to roast the crap out of Grim's roster. We got Tits' roster coming up that we're going to roast hers. It's just a beautiful thing. And we usually give that for our Patreons and VIPs that support the channel. So you get extra cool stuff if you support the channel, and that's just the kind of way it works. And you can see all our Patreons are scrolling above me up above. That being said, let's rock and roll and introduce everybody else. We've got Michael W. Huntington III.
Good afternoon. Of course, anyone familiar with Manchester in the 90s will tell you that there definitely is a happy Monday. Twisting my melon, man.
No one knows what you just said. So, also joining us is the one and only Stoner Jedi himself, Mr. Xylo Takedown.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey, what's going
Monday.
on? Hey, happy Monday to you. All right, I think that's everybody. Did I miss? I think there's who's on here right now. Good, yes, okay, go get your questions in. I do sound a little sick. That's just because allergies. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm a little congested right now, but I'm not sick. It's just, the pollen is really strong right now. So I woke up and I'm like, oh my God. And I don't like taking Benadryl or anything unless I absolutely have to. So I'd rather be a little congested and,
the pollen is strong in Atlanta.
It is strong, man. It is.
I was going to say the force is strong in the pollen.
Yeah, I mean...
Achoo! Yeah, strong force.
Do not give in to the pollen, Ranger.
I am a sneeze, son of a shoe. Bless you. No, that is my son's name. So, glad to have you guys here to recognize some familiar faces. I'll just shout out some names here I like to see. Let's see, we got Mouse Mike, Mouse Kanana, Gav P, Widow 73, Matt Bailey, Zalo111, who said I sounded sicky. Proper Catch, my boy Archie Vormax. He says, what do you get at Celebration? You gave them your ally code. I don't know. It wasn't there, so
last time they gave away a vault to everybody that went to Celebration.
You know what I think? I think we should get a vault because instead of going to Celebration, we went and raised money for cancer.
Well, the thing with the vault,
You
the
won
thing
at
with the
life
bowl,
for doing
like
that.
a couple years ago was the first time Celebration
Oh, yeah, I
was
know.
being represented with like SWGOH and everything, right? So that's why they gave away the vault, because like obviously Celebration isn't cheap to get to.
No.
And then this time around,
Especially to London. Ooh.
Oh yeah, this time around, apparently, I had a couple of people in the community that I know went to the Celebration and everything. Even Nev, he got a intro video film with Crumb and everything. It's going to be cool to see
Nice.
that.
Yeah, our boy Crumb was representing very well at Celebration. I love Crumb, especially our ultimate chicken horse champion with the mutton chops.
But from what I heard too, the Celebration gift this year was 1,000 crystals. So I mean, it wasn't as opposed to like a
That's
vault
okay.
that crazy, but it's still 3,000
cool,
crystals.
Yeah.
Supposedly they were given a lot more swag than just in-game stuff.
Yeah,
so,
that's cool. I like that.
Like T-shirts and stuff.
Hey, take what you can get.
Yeah, that's cool too, because you can't buy that kind of merchandise right now for Galaxy of Heroes.
Yep.
No. Skywalk Vader, Luke Thyrocker's here, Jason Hommel. So yeah, and then we got Neo Venom Zaraki over there in Twitch representing and hanging out with our boy Grim. Grim will be interacting with you guys over there in Twitch. I'll try to keep up, but I've got so much stuff going on. Then Yusef himself, Andrew Sweeney, is here. If you guys didn't check it out, we got our D&D campaign going again. It's been tough the last couple weekends because we haven't been here. We've been raising money, yada, yada, yada. But the D&D campaign continued on. So if you guys like D&D, check out our D&D campaign from yesterday.
Yeah, last night's D&D session was so fun.
Yes.
We almost died.
I know. I'm trying to find ways to kill you guys. I really was trying, but
and Andrew was desperately trying to help you.
I know.
With all those ones and twos.
I swear, poor Andrew. That was awful. I've
Oh,
never
man.
seen anything like that. But then you guys were lucky too. I was rolling a lot of 1s and 2s and 8s and 6s, and I was like, really? The one that wasn't was our demon that was going around throwing y'all like little pinata things. All right, so let's get to the roster review, shall we? Let me pull that up.
It was like
That's not the roster review, so that's our D&D information. Yay! Let's get rid of all that crap.
Yeah, like with my character, I roll 8 dice for damage, and like 7 out of those 8 dice rolled 1s.
That is.
It was
Not
not
the
cool.
highest.
There it is. Oh my God! The Velociraptor is back. It's back, folks. The Velociraptor, the giant-sized Velociraptor, and then I got Pikachu up top. So there's that. Don't play Pikachu, so. But let's do our roster review today. And today we are doing Mihdobor. Mihdobr. Interesting name. But they are in Praetorian Alliance, so shout out to your guild. And let's see what they'd like today. Let me see. I like to know mostly general stuff. What should I Zeta next? I should be unlocking Tracy, and I already have 2 Zetas for her. Fantastic. Who should I work on? I'm farming Old Republic right now. Do I have to gear characters to gear 12 or gear 11 is okay? Do I need a Zeta Jingo? Who should I use with them? My other bounty team is Bosk, Boba, Greedo, Cad, Dengar. Alright, so these are some good questions we're going to go through. Looks like you're still running the Jedi Knight Revan team. You're doing okay in Arena there, but we want to look at your general overall. You didn't really ask us about Arena, but I like to look at it just in case. You're doing fine in Fleet. Very fine in Fleet, so I like to see that. You got the Melf team going. Nothing really going on there. So let's look at your characters. You're basically the same GP I am. So this will be a good. I like to see that. Look at all that. Yeah, very nice. I like this. Look at this roster. I'm going crazy. He talked about Old Republic, so let's see where you are with your farm with the Old Republic. The Old Republic. Looks pretty solid. Zalbar's got the Zeta. Mission's got the Zeta. They're both gear 11. Look fine there. Let's look at what you need for Darth Revan. We just got $5 from Vigilant Sentinel. He says, what are you most excited about with the new Star Wars Celebration reveals? Man, Clone Wars made me tear up yesterday. I'm so happy about Clone Wars coming in November. And I got to tell you, The Mandalorian.
Oh, dude, did you get to see the quote unquote unreleased trailer
I
that
saw
they
it.
refused to show during Celebration?
I know, but people recorded it and put it on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
So
Thank God for the internet.
Disney could take all my money. When that streaming service comes up in November or October, whenever, I'm in. So just take all my money.
That combined with the new Clone Wars.
Yeah, I'm in. Yeah. And then, Resistance is getting really good. I've been watching that. Granny was right. It does get really badass at the end. So yeah, I'm in. Just take all my money. Yeah, I'm all the way going in, and I'm excited about the new movie. I thought the trailer was really good. So, cannot wait. So, let's see what you need else for. So that's we went Old Republic. We need to look at.
That's his calf. The calf Zeta.
Yeah, I'm looking at
Zeta.
What he needs for Revan. So we need what is it? Old Republic and what? Sith Empire? It's not Sith Empire. Is it Scoundrels?
I thought Karth was Old Republic.
He is.
And he's not showing up on the Old Republic list, so he must not have him unlocked.
Uh-oh.
Must be his farming.
It's possible that he has shards from it. He just hasn't unlocked it.
HK47.
I'm looking at his roster.
We are missing characters on the roster unless the roster's not working, which wouldn't shock me at all. Okay, because that's why I was looking. I'm like, wait a minute. Where's Canderous? Where's
Yeah, Orgo's not in here either.
So we want to look at your roster from a perspective of pillars, right? So I'm going to go back to your roster. Let's just look at pillars real quick.
Yeah, I looked up and down the roster. I didn't see Canderous or Karth, so obviously those two are like his new hyper focus now.
And
right?
Juhani, you need those three.
Yeah. So I mean, like two of them. Well, one of them's on an individual energy node, the fleet and Cantina, so you can speed roll the Cantina no problem. It's just hyper focusing your crystal refreshes for your
yeah. Canderous is going to be the one that gets you. But if you want Darth Revan and then Darth Malak, you're going to have to farm. Your farming priority is those two characters. You're at 4.2 million, almost 4.3 million GP. You're going to need those characters. So you didn't get them this time, but you need to be hyperbolically focused on those three individuals for your farm. Nothing else. And so you need Canderous, you need Karth, you need Juhani. Your other characters are fine. But you need those characters so you can get your unlock of Darth Revan.
Oh.
The one character I did see that I'd like to take Gear 12 to is definitely Nest. I mean, like, he's got a couple of good, solid Gear 11 characters that he could take to 12, but I think Nest will kind of help balance the characters he's missing right now at that GP level.
He says he's working on Old Republic, so my guess is he does have Karth and Ordo. He just hasn't activated them yet.
Sure, that could be the case.
Trying to keep his GP low, you know?
Yeah, it could be possible.
Yeah, Vigilant Sentinel just donated $2. Says, what's your hype meter on Jedi Fallen Order? I'm very much hyped about it. I'm going to wait and see, but I probably will be doing a full playthrough when that comes out in November as well. November's going to be a big month,
awesome.
man. You know, Game of Thrones was last. I mean, there's so much stuff going on. I just can't keep up. But yeah, those three characters, I don't know where you've got them ready to... But yeah, you've got to unlock those guys, and you got to get them farmed to 7 stars. You're going to need them at least Gear 10. Excuse me.
Actually, probably Gear 11, because remember, it's 17.5 for Malak.
I agree with Canderous going like Gear 10, because Canderous, I mean, like the Darth Revan event.
Yeah, but you got to think
Canderous.
Malak too, so you're going to need those characters.
True, I use Juhani instead of Canderous, and
you can, yeah. It's more about the strategy. You'll know it'll be easier for you to beat it. I've run Mist and I've run, and this is Vensil's strategy. God bless him, he did it over 40 times and figured the strategy out. But I ran it for telling Mist and Remon how to do it, and they beat it second time through. So. It's still a little bit
plus
RNG.
The dark side, you can one-shot that one.
Yeah, the dark side is not a problem. It's the light side on the Malak event that is the nightmare. But if you do it a certain way, then you'll beat it, because Vincel figured out the pattern. Now, I had done it with Loki when it first came out for 3 hours. We lucked into it. We were just trying something and we got it, right? When I was doing it, I was trying different strategies that people had sent me. It just wasn't working. And then Vincel had had enough. He came on, try it this way, and it worked. As soon as I did it his way, it's like, bam, we one shot at it. So it takes a little bit of RNG. You got to get the armor shreds on, but you can do it. But yeah, you need to focus on those characters.
Dude, my guildies beat it without Zalbar. I was like, oh, whoa.
It could be done. It's just, it's hell of a lot harder. You know, I mean, so...
Yeah, I think the MVP in that one is Mission Zeta. Like, I used her at Gear 11 with the Zeta, and she did do wonders for me. So
yeah,
it's just mainly like it's the same concept as the light side and the dark side, and there's a couple different strategies, obviously, but Mission and Zalbar are like the best two to have. In
yeah, they really are. And I had the Zeta.
The light side just don't hit, though, do they? I mean, there's no real.
Yeah, there's not as much damage output. Yeah.
No, it comes down to the end. What you do is you have enough armor shreds on Malik that, like, if you can get 5 armor shreds, you got it. If you're doing 3 or 4, it's a little bit tougher. You have to count on Mission and Zalbar.
You have to get rid of those 2 dead Jedi in the cabinets as well, don't you?
Well, you want him to get the crit immunity one, and then you burn everything else, and you keep his stacks really low. So when you get to that final stage, you know, you're just AoEing the hell out of everything. You're still killing the droids, and if you've got 5 armor shreds on him, he's going to go down. He cannot, the damage output, even Rima lost Zalbar, but because he had the armor shreds and had him in yellow, even though he was healing, he wasn't healing enough to overcome the damage, and he took it down, especially once you mark him with Revan. So there is ways to do it, but I digress. But yeah, so you definitely see, one of your questions was, who should I work on? That's who you should work on, and don't stop until they're ready, and don't stop until they're a certain gear level, because the Revan events. Yeah.
No, I was just going to say, he's about to unlock Traya, so what's his triumvirate like?
His Sith, I think, look pretty solid if we look at him.
Yeah, Nihilus and Scion, Gear 12.
Yeah, perfect. So if we look at, so he's got Fallen Bastila until then that he can run there. I mean, the Palpatine team is really good, and he's got 2 Zetas on Palpatine. He's got the Zeta on Bastila, and she's 7 stars, and she's Gear 11, so that's really, really good.
Yeah. If you're having problems climbing with your Jedi Revan team, you could just plug in EP, Fallen Bastila, and Triumvirate, and go to town.
Yeah, it's a nasty combination that you can use. So Traya will probably be a priority for the Zetas and then the gear when you do unlock her, which is really good. And you can add her to the Triumvirate, and you'll be really good. She is just a nasty piece to add. And even at 5 stars, Gear 11 with 2 Zetas, she's nasty. You know, she really is.
Yorkie's running her in arena.
Yeah.
She's fantastic.
Yeah, so...
I keep being surprised at just how powerful she is and how much she can carry through a squad that otherwise is relatively low. I mean, just to put it into context, this is York's one. His Nihilus is Gear 7, and I think his Fallen Bastila is 6-star Gear 8.
Yeah.
And it's holding around the 200 mark. It's not great, but it's a
pretty solid GP. For where the arena's at right now, too.
Yeah, exactly. I'm stunned at how well they do.
Yeah. He says, who's Zeta next? You've already had 2 Zetas for Traya. I mean, honestly, you want to focus in on those Old Republic characters, looking at your roster.
Yeah. Like, if he's got 2 Zetas banked, he's probably got, like, maybe 3 or 4. But, I mean, I would start holding Zetas after you put the 2 on Trey. Because you don't really need anything else right now.
No, you're pretty solid. You're going to need them for... I mean, you already have Mission and Zalbar, but Karth is definitely one you want. Because when you do the Revan event, he makes your life so much easier with that Zeta. If you want to put one on Canderous, I don't have a problem with that, because the team running him with under Karth or under Revan even... He gets a lot of advantages with his Zeta, but it's lower on the priority. Juhani Zeta is kind of like, no.
It's a plus if you need it for the event, but like if you're gonna have time to gear the characters, you're not gonna put the Zeta on her.
Yeah. The other one too, since eventually you want to save up to for HK, and 3 for Darth Revan. So when you, after this initial, you pass and you get all those characters good to go, I'd hoard everything. You're going to need gear for Revan. You're going to need 100 of the new pieces. You're going to need 200.
8 Zetas for the Darth Revan team.
8 Zetas for the Revan team. So after Traya and Karth, I wouldn't worry about any other Zetas after that. Start hoarding. By the time 3 months comes around, you're going to need all those Zetas. Plus, if you're going for Malik, it's a lot of damn Zetas. So I would hoard. Because looking at your roster, you've got the main characters you need done. So you said also, do I need a Zeta Jango? Well, let's look at your bounty hunters. Now, Jango Fett is an awesome character. I like his lead. Do you need his Zeta? That is the question. Only if you're going to, only if you're going to run him as a lead on your team. I am considering.
I like his unique.
Yeah, he's got two Zetas. His leader. No,
the leader just what is it? Tenacity and potency, right?
Yeah. So you already hit the speed with the Omega. So that's one of the big things, right? So a lot of people, what they're doing now is they're running Jango lead because you get your boss lead really fast, and both of them are like ridiculous. So, but his Zeta for his anything to get ahead, enemies have 20% potency, minus 20% potency, and bounty hunters have 35% offense while they have bounty hunters resolve. So it's a nasty little Zeta, but it's not necessarily needed. And then the other one is just enemies defeated on his turn cannot be revived. That's just unique. I mean, it's like an annihilate, but it's it's not a priority. So. I don't run it. I just run him as the leader because it makes my boss go from 254 speed to 284 speed on there. And if I'm going to go back and remodel a little bit, it makes all your bounty hunters go faster. Now the team that ideally you want to run, and this is the one that Vince still runs, is Jango, Bosk, Boba, Aura Singh, and I think it's Dengar, because you want his payout to hit, and his payout. I mean, Jango lead is nasty. I mean, he's facing Darth Revan teams and all kinds of stuff with it, but it's a hugely gear dependent
investment.
But you're right there with it, so I don't see why you couldn't do it. If you're going to put his Zeta on, I wouldn't worry about his unique. You could do his leader. It is a nice addition. It's mainly about his payout and his speed that he gives to the team, so you can take him to gear 12 and just run him that way. And still be fine. It's not a Zeta you need, but it just makes the team more dynamic and able to do things. And if you're going to put those 2 Zetas on, then you got to go all in on the team. But you've got Aura Singh in there. She's a nice piece you can add. But really the ideal team is Jango, Boss, Boba, Dengar, and Zam. Zam is really the piece that really does all the craziness under that lead and under that team.
But here's the main question, though. Is it worthwhile putting that Zeta on him before you
hoard up for the Darth Revan now? No.
Well, it's 3 months away. You got some Zetas to hoard.
That's a lot. That's a lot of Zetas that he has to save up for, though.
Yeah, and so I mean, this is the kind of the conundrum. The conundrum we're in. You can run him, just get him to gear 12 and run him as a lead with that team.
And for me too, I like the unique better than the lead because it kind of has a hyper focus on specific factions. Like it's a good offensive bounty hunter counter team for Night Sisters, right?
Yeah,
you keep them from reviving.
Yeah, bounty hunters under Jango can.
So you can set a good solid.
General under Jango are good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. You can set a good solid bounty hunter team on defense with a boss lead, and then if you don't have that much of an investment in scoundrels in general, you can run a Jango offensive lead to counter for Night Sisters.
Well, you can get Nest up to, I think it was 357 speed maximum, I think, under a Jango lead.
Yeah.
357 on a Nest. Holy crap.
But that's max god mods too and stuff.
Yeah.
His other question, and we're going to get into this, is do I have to gear characters to gear 12 or gear 11 is okay? Any team other than the Old Republic. And the only reason is, the caveat to that is, if you're going for Malik, they have to be 17,500 power. So the way you get there is either you've got them gear 11 with the Zeta, and that pushes them over the threshold, or you take them to gear 12. Now, other teams, you can run them at gear 11 and be just fine, right? Ideally, you want everybody to be gear 12 eventually, but yeah, gear 11 is totally fine, especially if you have Zetas on the characters. They're more than fine. You really don't want to Zeta any character that's not gear 11, because it's just sitting there, you're not really using it, it's not being effective. You know, what's that?
Unless it's Malik or
No,
Darth Revan.
no, my Malik's only gear 8, and he's not.
Well, it means you don't have to have Zetas staring you in the face.
No, I'm not.
tempting you to
Yeah,
spend it on first
I
order.
put mine on Zalbar.
TIE fighter
Yeah, I
pilot.
just got one I put on Zalbar. Now, the last 2 Zetas I need, I'll farm it. I'm farming Malik. He'll eventually go on my team, but I've got so much of that new gear to get. I'm not even stressing. You know, it's like a couple weeks I'll be done with him, and I still have to farm him to 7 stars. It's like, oh god. So there's a lot of hindrance in the way, unless you want to spend a fortune to get Malik up. But no, you don't. And you can run a lot of gear 11s with Zetas, especially in Grand Arena, Territory Wars. Your teams will be just fine. But the Old Republic, you have to make sure that your power is over 17.5 for the Malik event. You are farming it. You're working towards it. You're working towards your Darth Revan. You're going to need the characters anyway to beat the Phase 5 mission in for Darth Revan. And then you're going to need them a certain power level to go beat the Malik event. And the Malik event is nothing you want to mess around with. There
is no such thing as limping in on the Malik event.
There is no such thing as that. So it is what it is. So.
But I don't know. I guess I'm different than most people. I usually will drop a Zeta on a character that I know I'm going to use in the future. That way I don't have to worry about saving those Zetas and accidentally spend them on something different because I got tempted.
Uh-oh, our stream title says D&D. Well, we can't have that. Give me a second here. I'll fix that right now. Stupid ass.
Oh, on Twitch?
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah, it does say D&D. Oh, I can change that right now. Give me a second here. Let me go to the restream. Give me a second, guys. You guys get to see the magic of me fixing stuff. Yay! Let's see, titles. Really? Come on. Thank you. Edit. There we go.
Yeah, there's also a lot of characters in this game that will work perfectly fine at like 3 stars gear 11, like Nihilus did for a very, very long time for a bunch of people. Yeah.
Galaxy. Where's Galaxy Heroes? You're really gonna make me type it out? There it is. Bam. Update. Done. Good. Back to the roster review. Thank you, Neo Venom. And he says, if I ever need a boss for your D&D campaign, I still got my character sheet from my 3.5 days. Oh, very nice. We'll may have to do that.
Level 25 half-orc fighter.
Yes. Okay, so got that squared away. But yeah, I think that's everything he asked us for. Didn't really get into anything else. I really like your roster. A lot of good stuff. We're just missing Darth Revan and Malik, and I think
he's doing pretty well. I think that's what it is there's characters that he has all the shards for, but he just hasn't unlocked them, activated them yet to keep his GP low.
I mean, you can see there's a lot of gear 12s on here, a lot of gear 11s. He's farmed up everything he needed the right way. Really, really good roster. So yeah, I think you're in a great spot. You're doing well in Arena. You're doing, as best as you can. Jedi Knight Revan can still beat Darth Revan teams. Trust me. I'm seeing it happen all the time. Especially if you out mod them. I'm seeing it happen. So you can hold on to doing pretty decently in Arena. You've got Ships Arena locked down. You're top 5. So really, yeah, let's just keep that old Republic farm going. Darth Revan is a needed piece, and then Malik's going to be a needed piece. So finish them up. Make sure they're over 17.5. You'll have no problem with the Darth Revan event for that Phase 5, and then Malik. Just know the strat. That's what it comes down to. And then, yeah, if you want to do something with Jingo, you can. Put the 2 Zetas on Treya when you unlock her. Congratulations on your unlock on her. Go ahead and put that other Zeta on Karth. You'll need it. Boy, will you need it. And then, yeah, I think just stick to your plan that you've got going on. You've got a good farming strategy. Your characters look great. You're doing fine in a lot of other areas. If you want to run that bounty hunter team, I encourage you to. Just know you need to put some fast speed on Django and Bosk and get them going. And then if you have questions about if you really want to run that team a lot, just message Vancell. When it comes to bounty hunters, that dude is, oh my god, he's the most creative dude ever when it comes to how to run the team and how to mod it and stuff. Way more knowledgeable than I will ever be on that team. But I have seen him use it. I've seen videos. It's nasty. It is very nasty. Big investment though. And then save your Zetas for after that, because you're going to need all 8 of those Zetas for Revan and Malik and HK and oh lordy. So it's a lot. But yeah, so I think that covers everything for the roster review. I don't think we have anything else, do we? I think I covered all the questions.
Yeah, I think we got that one.
All right,
nice roster.
Very nice roster. And if you have more questions, I'm MIH. I don't really know what to call you. I can't say your name correctly. All you need to do is reach out to us in our Discord. I encourage everybody to come to our Discord. We are always available for questions. Especially if you've done a roster review for us, and you can reach out for any other questions you have. And if anybody has questions in general that we don't ever get on the show or anything like that, just come to our Discord. People are always hanging out there. Just come in general, ask your questions, and we'll get you squared away. It's why we exist. It's for the community. That's all that matters.
Yeah, you ask a question in there, and you'll have about 20 replies of people answering your questions before we can even get to it. They answer them so fast in there.
I know. It's crazy. But that's what we want. We want community involvement and people helping one another. And if you would like a roster review, all you need to do is send your GG page to Finity, Finity, in Discord. Say what you want with it. It's about 3 to 4 weeks before we get to your roster review. And then make sure he responds, because if he doesn't respond, that means he hasn't added you to the queue yet. So give him 24 hours. If he hasn't responded, hit him up again. Make sure he does say you are added to the queue. When it gets time for your roster review, he'll message you saying, hey, is there anything else you want to add or change to what you want us to review? He'll give you a date and time, because a lot of people like to watch it live, obviously, when we're doing the roster review. And we'll get to it. And that's how you get a roster review from RSG. We don't charge anything for it. It's free of charge. Go through, we'll look at anything you want us to look at. You send us what you want us to look at, and we'll get you squared away. And then if you have more questions afterwards, we'll still help you. It's a win-win for you. So there you go. All right, so we got that done. Let us get back into some gameplay. Let me flip this over. Bye, life-size Velociraptor. Bye-bye. All right, let me get things going. We'll start doing some questions here, as I'm just doing some stuff in game. Oh, I've got events to do first. So let's get to the events. What events do we have today? All right, we have Fly the Falcon. I can't get the 5-star Falcon because my ship's only 4-star. Sorry, guys. I don't think I've been farming it. I'm getting 1 or none on the drops.
Yeah, they haven't been kind to me either.
So, but
it's
I'll
going to be a
next
long
time.
farm.
It's going to be a long farm. I'm working on it, but there's nothing I can do about it. Oh, we have Galactic Bounties. Okay, we'll do that. I will run the Django lead team for you. So we'll go Django. We'll go Bosk. We'll go Bubba. We'll go Bobo. Well, you know what? I'll run the team that I mentioned, so we'll do that. Get in there, guys. Get in there and give me some free crap. I'll just put on auto. Dun 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 dun. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait, no, wait. Oh, I gotta make sure they're doing good. Wait, what's going on? Oh no! Okay, wait, kill. Okay. God, the team started getting wasted already. I'm getting a little nervous here. Wait, what the hell? Wait, what's happening? No, kill them, shoot them, maim them. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, you're doing the Wampa one, aren't you?
There we go. Now they've got their payout. Oh boy, this is not good. I may have to go back to boss. Yeah, it's not gonna work. I forgot how stupid
Real
this
quick
is.
too, before we start questions, my Grand Arena, bro, I won the first round by 2 points, and my opponent was more efficient than me, but I used more short-handed teams than him, so I got more banners. I won by 2 points, bro.
Nice.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I messed up a couple of things, and I just kept pushing the auto. Like I was like, for sure I won the game, and I had better mods and everything like that, but some RNG gave me some bad rolls, and I cleaned up really well though. Won by 2 points.
Oh. Come on. Kill the Wampa. Kill the Wampa. Kill. Oh no! Oh, snap. Yeah. This is not good. I need to get my team. Man, this is not going to work.
Yeah, you need the healing that boss gives, dude.
Yeah, I tried. So let's change that. So all right.
So you guys see what Ranger did? He just showed you why you need to use Bosk as your lead in the Galactic Bounty.
Yeah.
This PSA brought to you by RSG.
Well, we do that a lot, So I tried. It almost worked, though. I mean, I almost had him. Maybe a little bit more RNG, I would have had it. But once I lost Dengar, I was like, oh, crap. So, all right. Let me start pulling it up. I don't think we have any questions on Twitch yet. So I'll go right to YouTube, and we'll start answering some questions. All right. Ooh, a lot of questions already. Very nice. All right, I'm just checking to make sure everything's going good so far. All right, we're live still. All right, we're live. Thank the maker. All right. First question, RSG Vormax. He says, hello, and my question is, what did you get at Celebration if you guys gave them your ally code? I don't know what they were given.
No clue, but
no clue?
I'll ask Nev and Kalessin when they get back if they got anything cool.
Yeah, so... Oh, God. Oh no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I have it on auto, and it's not going well. No, don't kill Bosk. No. Oh, no, he's angry. He's very angry. Oh, no! See, I put it on auto, and yeah, I gotta have to control this. You can't put it on auto. You gotta control it. Because I 3-starred this already, haven't I? Yeah, I have. It's because I controlled it. Alright, we'll go back to that, because I don't think everybody wants to see auto lose every time. Alright, let's just put on some GW. Let's just do... Revan team, why not? Alright, next question from Andrew Sweeney. If you saw the Clone Wars panel celebration, would you rather see Delta Squad or Bad Batch come to the game? Man, when I saw Bad Batch, I'm like, yes, please. Please put those in the game.
Love to see both of them.
Yeah, I mean, if they brought both in, let's be greedy. Let's get both in. Why not, right?
I mean, make it to where we could do a bunch of clones for the freaking Galactic War on Geonosis, man.
Yes, that would be
where all it was droids and Genosians versus the clone army.
Yeah.
That would be epic.
All right, next question. McTweet question is with Sith Assassin worth gearing as a 5th and a full Sith Empire team, or should I wait and finish Sith Marauder and have him as a 5th? Or is there another squad without Malik that is good? Sith Trooper fits on there. I mean, I've not been impressed with Assassin or Marauder. Xylo, I don't know what you think, or... I mean, for PvP, you can see this is the team I'm running right now is with until I get Malik up. I'm running Scion and Thrawn, but eventually I'd like to. The team I am going to be using is going to be Sith Trooper with Malik. That's a team that I've basically been seeing everybody using with Malik. You have 2 tanks, and it frees up your HK, Revan, and your Bastila to be free to do their thing because you have to get around 2 tank taunts. So
yeah, I agree because like having the 2 tanks in there, like Sith Trooper was too squishy by himself, but now with Malik and 2 tanks in the team,
yeah,
it kind of makes it a little easier and more sense because he's Sith Empire, he's an auto taunter, so it kind of averts the attention away from Malik right away.
mm-hmm.
And you want a full Sith Empire team, obviously. If I didn't have Malik in the team, or Malik wasn't available, I should say, I would think Marauder is the best fit in that team, even with the taunting tank again, because you want a full Sith Empire team again. And Sith Assassin, if you've already worked on her, yeah, she works in that team, but she's not the best in there, I'd say, because she's still really squishy, and Revan's lead kind of makes her even squishier with the defense down.
Mm-hmm.
I think she makes more sense in a Palpatine team for sure because of the shock, the stealth, the speed, the survivability, and you'd benefit a lot more in that with her. So it kind of gives you a place for all 3 of them in the long term.
Yeah. I mean, Marauder hits really, really hard. You can use those 2 in a Phase 3 Revan team, and it works really well because they just hit so freaking hard.
Yeah. So I forget who it was, but somebody was saying that they were seeing Marauder hitting for like 200K on his throw.
Yeah, he can hit really hard, but...
if I wanted to see another team too, in particular, I would like to see Marauder with Malik as opposed to like both tanks, because then having another auto taunter in another team does make sense too as well. And it's more of an offensive team long term, I'd say, because Marauder, you can kind of control him a little bit better on offense. And going forward, I think Darth Revan won't be like the big bad defensive team in a few months. Like there's always going to be a new top tier defensive team coming in, so maybe down the road you're going to want an offensive minded team.
Sure. All right. What else? Any 3 question? What do you think of all the things announced during Celebration? Clone Wars, Fallen Jedi, EP9 teaser trailer, etc. I liked it all. I mean, there wasn't anything that made me disappointed, in anything I saw. I mean, they had the trailer was great. The Mandalorian panel was, I'm super stoked for that. Let's see. The new Clone Wars show, the last season, I'm super stoked about, and everything I saw there. The Fallen Order game, it's like, as I said, Disney can just take all my money. Good Lord.
I get a feeling this year might be the year where Disney actually will redeem themselves in the Star Wars IP.
I mean, good Lord. I mean, they're doing a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, the past couple of years, it's been like, they've been making very poor decisions.
They have. But, you're starting to see a revitalization in some of the games. Like Battlefront 2 is really, really a lot of fun now with all the maps and stuff they've added. They've got to fix Anakin, though. That's kind of taken away from him because he's just so ridiculously OP. But there's talk of Ahsoka coming into the game and them adding more stuff to that. So I'm super stoked for all the game and content with Fallen Order and things that they're doing here in Galaxy Heroes. I mean, the road ahead with all the with the reworks of Anakin and General Kenobi and Ahsoka, and I'm hoping that we're going to get more clones and things of that nature. I mean,
there's also a chance that this will bring along some more reworks of Clone Wars era characters, like possibly Mace Windu.
Yeah, I think for the next few months we're getting reworks. Yeah, we're getting reworks and stuff. So I'm really excited about the direction we're going, but we'll see how it goes.
That's another thing too, right? Is like they even said that the first half of this year is going to be focused on rework. So we have a lot of Clone Wars content that can be reworked, for one, and for two, like Malik and Darth Revan was a huge paywall event, and it cost us a lot of resources and everything like that. But now looking forward, other than maybe a marquee character here and there to fill up some of these new teams or new synergies, I think they're going to give us a lot of stuff for free this go around. You know what I mean? Like all these reworks, it's going to be, interesting to see how they make these day one characters or characters that have need reworks, relevant statistically and get them more involved in the game itself.
All right. Kitsch Question for Mike. What are you driving?
Mike had to go.
He had to go?
Let's see here. Let's try a guess what Mike would drive.
I don't want to guess.
I'm thinking...
He was supposed to put on Sweary Daughter. I was going to do the Sweary Daughter song. Mike failed us.
Oh, right.
I was going to do...
Maybe he's still listening and maybe he'll come back.
Well, you know my name is Sweary, and I like to do swearing. I was going to do the whole thing.
I'm thinking Mike drives a Lancia.
Oh, God. A Pinto. I don't know. BMW. Oh, Christ. I have no idea what he's driving. That's a good question. I'll have to ask Mike next time. Kids, if you can make it tomorrow, and he's on, I'll ask him. Remind me. Anything in Twitch side?
Yeah, we have one, but it's from NeoVem. He says, question, well, not really. He used a Boba lead in the Chewie and Galactic Bounties events. So
you can do that. He's a great lead. Yeah, absolutely.
Then he also says he wants Phoenix Squad Rex and Endor Rex.
Yeah. Let's see. Gav P question. I just got milked to 5 stars. Congratulations. What's the best team to run with it? I'm pretty much all ship 7 stars, bearing ETA and the Sith ships. I mean, Houndstooth, Millennium Falcon, and then it varies. Different people have been running different things. I mean, you've got the ship Xylo. What do you like?
See, my starting 3, I like to go with Biggs, Houndstooth, and Millennium Falcon, and then my reinforcements, I go Phantom, Wedge for Houndstooth killer, and then Cassian's U-Wing, and then pick your 4th, really. I mean, I like Lando's Falcon. You can do Poe. You can even do the TIE Advanced. There's a lot of different heavy hitters you can run in there as a 4th. It doesn't need the synergy.
All right. Eric Estrella question: who should I Zeta first between the two, Zalbar or Mission, and why? Mission.
Because her assist, that's the best Zeta out of the two.
Yeah, I'm going Old Republic right now, so you can see Mission. I have both Zetas. Her Zeta, me and Big Z forever. It gives her 50% offense. If Zalbar is present, he also gains a bonus once per turn when Mission assists when Zalbar uses an ability. When Zalbar takes damage from an attack, Mission gains 10% offense for 2 turns. When Mission deals damage to an enemy, Zalbar recovers 10% health. So it's really nice. Now, Zalbar's one is in conjunction with hers. Mission's Guardian, he does a lot of cool stuff too. He has 25% critical avoidance. She also gains the bonus. And
it's every time Zalbar attacks too, right? So
yeah, they gain protection. Yeah, they gain protection over time. You know, so it's a nice Zeta, but Mission's definitely the one you want because she's your damage dealer.
And when under Karth lead to the Old Republic.
Oh God!
To assist, so say if like Zalbar.
They're getting more health and protection.
Oh yeah, it's nasty. It's a great mechanic. I love it.
Dark Side Ranger. 1999 question. Anyone know what the final score was for TW between TI and Wolfpack? I don't know the final score. I know TI won. It was pretty close, but I think TI had it at the end. I don't know what the final score was, so I have to ask some of my TI buddies how the final score was, but I just asked if they won, who won. So shout out to TI. I bet it was an epic battle. I wish I could see it.
Yeah, it probably was.
Eric Estrella question: with your guys' speculation, when do you think the Malik event will return? 3 or 4 months. I think that's when the Darth Revan event comes. This is gonna just like JTR and BB-8. You're gonna see Revan, and then you're gonna see Malik right afterwards. And I think it's gonna be about 3 months, 3 or 4 months. I think they did this event. People are burnt out. They're gonna do, like we said, they're gonna do these reworks. Maybe do some marquee new characters. Get Geonosis on the map, and then they'll start cycling through. So we got it, this month? April, probably August, end of July, August, we'll start seeing the Darth Revan event again, is my guess. And then Malik right behind it. So people have time to get the characters and get ready. And you guys will have a hell of a lot easier time getting it than I did. I mean, I spent a lot of time trying to beat those events. So, but all for your viewing pleasure. Let me see here.
Another question in Twitch.
Fire away.
From Neo Venom. Question for every RSG member here right now. If you were to pick a faction to go all in on, which faction would you choose?
Ooh, Scoundrels.
He picked the same one I was going to say.
I mean, Scoundrels...
Which I've already gone in on a bunch on Scoundrels.
Scoundrels are just ridiculous, man. They're the best faction, in my opinion, because you've got so many teams and combinations in that faction. It's ridiculous. I mean...
I'd say, like, if it was me, like, if it was, like, brand new day one, I'd say Sith. I mean, like...
I go Scoundrels, baby. Yeah.
You got Revan, you got all those Triumvirate EP.
You got your bounty hunters, you got your Ethis, you got your Chewbacca and Han, you got your Mission of Zalbar, you got Kira L3, you got, I mean, it is ridiculous how many good characters are in Scoundrels, and you can make multiple teams.
It's like
no, I'm just saying, yeah. Why I'm just giving my reasons why I picked the Scoundrels. I mean, the other teams are very good too, and they're great in just great in so many different areas of the game with so many different multiple teams.
Yeah.
Scoundrels are ridiculous.
Like
I like Sith too. Yeah.
Most of the factions are all pretty well even, but just like the Scoundrels just have so much versatility in that faction. You know, you can build them for pretty much every single aspect of the game.
Yeah, they're nasty. Sith are pretty nasty too. So there you go. Nathaniel Morgan, what is a good temporary replacement for Big Z on a car team? Well, he's kind of a tanky tank, so I like L3. You can go Juhani or L3. Yeah. That's the second one I was going to say, but those are the two. Juhani's definitely on the team anyway. But if you're not going to have Zalbar on there, go L3. She gets a lot of the bonuses and stuff from that, you know, if you're going to run her. If you don't have Zalbar, then throw L3 in there. Anything else? You know.
What about GK? Now that everybody's using Revan teams, you know,
I wouldn't put GK on that team.
Yeah, kind of consuming. I mean, the GK is a great tank, but like you could use some benefit elsewhere in that one. I mean, I like her only because she's a good sub, and then she's an auto taunter too, so it kind of like fills that role. Another tank maybe like, or maybe even Barris. Barris, if you have Juhani in there, give him some more healing, some defensive viability. That's what Zalbar kind of does, is gives the team defense too as well. So, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, Zalbar's the one you want, but there's a couple of options.
Yeah, I'm just thinking Scoundrels and L3 would work really well there.
Yeah, especially if Juhani's not in the team, L3 for sure.
Yeah. Proper catch. Question around the corn. What's your guys' favorite Star Wars movie? Rogue One.
Oh man, that's a tough question. Like before, for me, it used to be Empire Strikes Back.
It always used to be Empire,
but yeah, Rogue One. That Vader scene is what did it for me.
There's just
many. Watching them kill all those rebels without any remorse. No, I mean, that was brutal scene, and probably what I think was one of the most epic scenes in Star Wars.
Well, just that whole battle of Scarif is just ridiculous. For me, it fluctuates. The three movies that I will always watch from start to finish when they're on, Rogue One, Empire Strikes Back, and of course Revenge of the Sith. I absolutely love that movie. I think it's highly underrated. But all three of those movies are emotional movies. So when I watch them, I'm just like, holy, they give me the feels. Not that the other ones don't, but those three just hands down, I think, are the top three.
I agree.
That you can argue. You know, some people like the original Star Wars. You're not going to get any argument from me, or Return of the Jedi. Not going to get any argument from me. Everybody has a different movie. It's subjective. There's no right or wrong answer, but for me and those reasons why.
There are some fan films that can get in there too.
The Vader one,
Star Wars series Vader film, the Birth of a Monster fan film. Those two.
The Maul fan film was really, really good. I like that one a lot.
The Sith Apprentice one for Maul.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So yeah, if you guys haven't seen them, look for them on YouTube. They are really good watches.
All right, next question. Gav P, I'm 5 shards of getting unlocking Treya. How do you guys recommend I set up Treya team? I have most Sith at gear 12 with Zeta and Zetas for Treya. Well, obviously Scion and Nihilus need to go on that team. You can go a lot of different ways. Some go EP lead now with Basila to counter all the Darth Revans. You can go Treya team with Sith Trooper and Thrawn. I mean, what do you guys think?
There is one problem with that. If you aren't in the top of your shard and you're not seeing Darth Revans yet, an EP lead is a bad idea because you still got all those Jedi Knight Revans to go through, and you won't be able to stick anything.
Yeah, you definitely want Treya lead, but Fallen Basel on that team really helps against Jedi Knight Revan.
Oh yeah, with a Treya lead and Fallen Basila, you will be able to climb past all those Jedi Knight Revans. That's what I'm doing in my shard right now.
Zalo, any suggestions? I guess Dunner.
No, I like it, but the Triumvirate makes the most sense. Maybe Sith Trooper and Fallen Bastila just for some more defense and a way to keep the Triumvirate.
I'm looking at chat. Andrew Cobb put the holiday special. Get out of here.
Like what I run for my Treya team is I use the Triumvirate under Treya with Fallen Bastila and Thrawn.
Yeah.
Did he say the holiday special?
Yeah.
Oh man,
God.
I love Urz's new Ewok intro.
Oh my God, it's so.
You know what Finn would say? He would say Ewoks: The Battle for Endor is his favorite movie.
Yeah.
Which, we don't.
Isn't that the animated one?
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
No, it was a live action one.
There was a cartoon and there was 2 live action movies that were done.
I've seen them all because when they came out, I was still a kid. So.
I know. I think when you go back and watch them, you're like, oh my God, these are awful.
Yeah.
When you're a kid, you're like, da, 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 yay, it's more Star Wars. And I was.
When you're a kid, it's all, this is awesome. And then you grow older and watch and you go, how did I watch this when I was a kid?
What is this?
What is this garbage? Oh my God. Next question for Kipper Snack. Question: who are the top teams to put Mission Zalbar on? The Kira Stall team, which is Kira, L3, Mission Zalbar, and I'm going blank.
Vandor.
Vandor Chewie. The other one is the Canderous team, so you can move those pieces elsewhere, which I do, which is Canderous, Karth Lead, Juhani, Mission Zalbar. The team is nasty. That's really the 2 places you want to put them.
And it can work on other teams.
That's not as well.
If you want to use, say, you can use a Django lead with those 2 on there, amongst other things. If you need the speed, because the speed does benefit Mission, because she'll be throwing that grenade and blowing shit up a lot, because she's already pretty darn fast.
All the shards here are maxed out. I have all these characters, and I've already beaten the deadly. I was just looking at the event. Tilo Man 92 question: have you guys seen the leaked footage from the Mandalorian? Oh my God, it's amazing. Yes, it is. That's what I'm saying. Just take all my money.
Yeah.
Did you see all the directors that were doing that one? It wasn't just
not just Filoni. It was Filoni.
Tycho what's his name from that did Thor Ragnarok? It was like the who's who directors. Like, just take my money.
Yeah, it's gonna be great, man.
Oh my God, it looks incredible.
The cast of characters.
Carl Weathers, I didn't even know. Take
Carl
my
Weathers.
money.
Carl Weathers is in there. Oh man, it's gonna be so good.
Oh God. Guzza a question: since I'm that guy still running Jedi Knight Revan to climb into my shard, what kill order do I use on Darth Revan squads that include Malik? You still want to get Basila out of there.
Basila's still the biggest threat, and then Malik.
Yeah. And if you go first and stuff, just go after Basila, and then just work your way around. Once she's off the board, that team really is hurting. So, Malik is he's something you can get around. So, But yeah, if you're modded faster and you can go first and you can take Basla out and control the tempo, they can't get their AoEs off, they can't do fear, they can't do a lot of things, and then you win. So, Ziglet question: what is the priority when in modding Malik? Tenacity, protection, or speed? Speed, I mean, all those things. You could go with speed set with a tenacity set with lots of health or protection, and I'd be perfectly fine with that.
Yeah, if you could get, I mean, he has a lot of protection base. He's got like 56,000 protection at 7-star.
So looking at it from this way, like somebody asked me the other day, actually, and even at the top tier, 7-star Darth Malik, right? You're going to want to go speed and protection because he's converting the protection, obviously, and then you want him to get critically hit because that's how he's distributing fear. Just like how, General Kenobi is distributing crit immunity on the Revan team. You want him to be critically hit, so he's distributing fear and slowing the opposing team down. And then to note that too as well, I mean, like even at the top tier, like you don't really need him to have tenacity or potency or anything like that because he gains all that benefit in his kit already. So just maxing his health and protection pool as much as you can with secondaries, and then the best speed mod you can, because he is 1 speed slower than Darth Revan, so that means potentially you can still get him really fast, and I think you want him the second fastest on that team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not to mention, I noticed one thing about his kit is you want him to be really freaking tanky. Because the more hits he takes, the more fear he's putting out. Because he does hit a threshold eventually where you can't crit him anymore.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, and you want him to keep crossing through those thresholds because it's spamming his instant kill, basically. Like, he's going to do his mini annihilate like 3 times in a battle.
Mm-hmm. But I think it's like the 3rd tier where he's got like, what was it, 105% crit evasion?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Something like that.
All right. Oh yeah, Grand Arena. Yeah, I don't even care on this Grand Arena because my mods were jacked up.
How'd you do?
I lost. I just. It's hard to win when your mods are jacked up. Yeah, I almost won. So it's just.
See, we should have did it.
No, I don't want to do it because it's not even a match, man. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean,
it's like, I don't care. This is bull.
My mods are jacked up. The characters, some of them don't even have mods. It's like, really? So I'm just going to call this one a wash. I'm going to not get first place in the Grand Arena again.
The same thing happened with Darth Malik and Darth Revan, right? Like, you go in and you have like less than.
I had to get them, yeah, and it was the priority. So I'll wait till the next kind of Grand Arenas to do them because.
Plus, this isn't a big deal missing 1 Grand Arena, you know?
Yeah, yeah. So we'll get back into them, but yeah, God. It's just it's ugly. Darsign 1972 question: anyone concerned with the upcoming rework of Malik? Those of us who couldn't get Malik will have an even more difficult time in Arena. Yeah, you are. I mean, I don't know how else to put it, but it's only for 3 months. It's kind of what happened when Trey was the meta, and then Jedi Knight Revan came in, right?
Yeah.
But unlike that, Jedi Knight Revan can still take out that team. It's not a hard counter, but it's a pretty damn good counter. You gotta remember that Jedi Knight Revan ignores taunts. Mm-hmm. So it's easy to ignore Malik. Very easy. Mark is nasty. Not to mention, didn't they say that this fix to his kit is mainly against mirror matches? I don't know what they're fixing. I mean.
Yeah, and like, look how long the rework for Finn took. So I mean, God knows how long it's going to take for Malik, especially since it's not like it is top priority, but it's not affecting the player base as a whole. So they're going to take their time tweaking this because they want it to be top tier. They want it to be unbeatable by everything other than Jedi Knight Revan or mirror matches. So,
course watch here on Wednesday. Here's the fix for Malik.
Well, I think what it's going to do is it's like his unique has something to do with like something with Vader and the dots, right? I think they're going to tweak that to the point where it has something to stop bonus turn meter gain, like kind of like HK's kit does, but it's going to affect like the overall character, not if they have like bonus protection or anything like that. It's going to make it to where they just shut down everything but mirror matches.
Yeah. What else, 73 question? How many new characters do you think we'll get from episode 9? How many from Rebels season 6? No idea. I couldn't even begin to
I
speculate.
hope we at least get, what was it, 5. The Knights of Ren.
Yes. Well, please give us the Knights of Ren. I would love that. Maybe another version of Kylo. Definitely of Rey, Finn, Poe. I think are all going to get new characters. Episode 9 versions of themselves, which will be really cool.
Midriff Rey.
Girls in shape, man. What can I say?
Yeah.
Some baddies. I'd like to see the Knights of Ren come into the game. So starting in November, we're going to start seeing the slew of Episode 9 stuff happening. And then, what is this? New World Orders.
You know, to be honest, what I was talking to Van Seal the other day about it, it would be nice if they'd let us use multiples of generic characters.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if they were to give us the Red Fury Stormtroopers, it would have something built into its kit to where you could use more than just one of them on your team.
Sure.
Because, I mean, there was more than just one Stormtrooper Gary in Star Wars, if anyone else has not noticed.
We're kind of starting to see that mechanic already with the B1. I mean, in a sense, right? Like, it's not perfect, but it's got stacks, right? So it's kind of a unique kit that we can see with other marquee or trooper characters, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like, it would be cool to see Veers with 4 Stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Or, you know, Kylo with 4 of the First Order Stormtroopers, you know, stuff like that.
Well, I think they want to keep from layering depth, right? Like, if you have multiple good leads and then you can use a bunch of Stormtroopers, it could still create some problems with stretching your leaders.
All right, Eric Estrella, how many guild event tokens must you have saved to get Malik to 7 stars after unlocking him? 68,400.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So it's going to take me, on average, I get between 11 and 13,000 guild events, I think. I can't remember the exact number. So it's going to take me 5 territory battles on top of what you get from the Heroic Sith raid and other things. So I'm saying 5, maybe 6 territory battles before I have him 7 stars.
I think it'll be like 3 or 4. I mean, like, we're getting top tier rewards, and then on top of that, I mean, like, if you go hard on the raids, brother, you'll get some more rounding points from that. So
yeah, that's what I'm still saying. It's going to take 5. I mean, 68,400 is a lot, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I agree.
So,
you get from Territory Wars, and then you get some from Grand Arena.
Sure.
Too, so it rounds up a lot faster than you think.
Yeah, but it's still going to take me. I just did the math. I'm like, with everything.
I'd say at least 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be 4 to 6 weeks before I get.
It is kind of funny though. You know, everybody before Malik came out was like, "Oh, territory battle sucks. Territory battle sucks. We don't need any more territory battles." And now Malik's out, and everybody's all, "We need more territory battles.
We need them bad."
No,
Give me Geonosis now.
KOTOR. Everybody's like, "We're done with KOTOR content. We need new content." It's like, I get the new content thing, but like, appreciate what you're getting. You know what I mean? Like Calo Nord, we could have got Calo Nord, like a bounty hunter. We could have gotten so many other characters just from the events alone, and it's just looking.
But like, you know, moral of my story is, don't complain about territory battles. It still has the best rewards out of any event in the game.
Yeah, plus, you know, they're going to make more characters like Captain Han that you're going to need required for, that you're going to have to buy packs for. So you're asking for something that you don't really want.
Yeah. All right. Next question, Billy Gunn. When will we be seeing the rework to Jedi? Will we see the rework to Jedi Trio this week? No, it won't be for a couple of weeks that we're going to see this. You'll start seeing that probably next month as they get ready to launch Geonosis. You'll start seeing those reworks coming in.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm so looking forward to Geonosis.
It could. You never know. But I you know, from what I gather from reading the road ahead, that in the next few weeks, you know, so they're still tweaking them, I think. So they're not quite ready to be out yet. Andrew Copta question: who do you think will be the May the 5th character? In the past, it was Boskar, 2 and Wedge. No idea.
Mace Windu.
Yeah. Jesus.
Well, it's definitely going to be Clone Wars.
Yeah, right? I bet probably that'd be a good guess.
Oh God, Clone Wars Chewbacca. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh man. Even I think that I just. Oh no! Please no! Please God no!
Felipe. No, wait a second. Guzza Buzz, a question. Would you guys like to see Starkiller from The Force Unleashed come to the game? Yeah, I'd love to see that character.
Take all of my money.
Yeah.
Yeah, because wasn't there only 2 games, right? So they can make a 3rd game, and possibly, going down the road.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, imagine a Force Unleashed Vader in the game.
Oh God.
Oh man. Wow.
His main attack is he pulls a freaking Star Destroyer out and down on the opposing team.
Yeah, I mean, like, that game was just so intense, and a lot of people love Star Killer, so they'd be crazy not to make a 3rd game for that.
Alan Merrick, yeah.
Another story for that, like, relevant story to our time now.
All right. Next question. Felipe Minacucci question: are you guys going all in on Jedi Fallen Order? Yes. Take all my money. Chewy question: thoughts on Game of Thrones last night? I think it was a setup. It was good. I'm not going to say anything. I just think it was a setup episode. I saw the preview for the next one. I'm like, I'm going to go watch that.
I don't know. I think it sucked, even though I didn't watch it.
What? Shut up.
It's definitely like a building episode. Like, you need plot, you need building. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. I admit I do need to watch Game of Thrones so I can figure out what y'all are talking about.
You just go watch it, man. Gooey Guacamole, given the all-around difficulty of the Malak event, gear, power level, and tactics, how abysmal will it be to unlock Jedi Luke? Just get ready. You're going to need all the characters. You're 12.
You will need Wales Fargo.
Yeah.
And some chocolate Vaseline.
Yeah. Just
a tub of it.
You're going to it's going to be a lot. So, and then last question. Well, Gooey Guacamole had another one here. Does anyone know what happened to Nukin? He's a dark side master, and it makes me sad not to hear his excitement over Darth Revan and Malak. He's got personal stuff he's dealing with.
Well, actually, from what I heard from his Discord, is he's been having health issues.
Yeah. So
prayers go out to you, man.
Yeah, I hope you're all right, Nukin, wherever you are. But he's dealing with some stuff, and take a step back sometimes from things, and that's what he's doing. Adam M. question: what is the kill order on a Darth Revan team with Malak? Again, Fallen Basila. You've got to get her off the board. If she's dead, then you don't have anything to worry about. And I think that's all the questions, unless there's one that popped up in Twitch that I didn't see.
No more in Twitch.
All right. So that's our show for today, guys. That's our lunch hour. Thank you guys for following us on Twitch and on YouTube. Stop what you're doing. Give us a thumbs up on YouTube. If you haven't followed us already on Twitch, please follow us on Twitch. We very much appreciate it. Subscribe on YouTube if you haven't already. Check out our Patreon if you like the content and you want to see us keep doing it. Patreon is a great way to support us. If you want to support us directly, you can just go to our home YouTube page and you can donate to support our channel on the YouTube homepage. It's a PayPal. It doesn't get cuts from YouTube or Twitch or anything like that. And we use all the proceeds to go back into the streams. So the reason we have all this great stuff that we're able to do for you is because of generous donations from people like you that support our channel. And then check out our Discord if you have questions that we didn't get to, and you'd like to meet a great group of community of people that love the game and love talking about just games in general and having fun. Join our Discord. It's a great place to hang out. So, yeah. We're going to call this one done. So, appreciate everybody being here. So, on behalf of myself, Xylo, Grim, Mr. Michael W. Huntington III, who had to go. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us. You're more than welcome to join our Discord and hang out with us some more. I'll be in Discord a little bit later on, just hanging out and stuff. So, have a great rest of your day, and we will holler at you later. Peace.